Here's why guitarists should really get to know the circle of fifths. We call it the circle of fifths because no matter what note or chord you start on, when you move to the next note, it's actually a fifth away. So C, D, E, F, G, or G, A, B, C, D. Now when we go counterclockwise, or the opposite direction, it becomes a circle of fourths. So for example, E to A is a fourth, E, F, G, A to D is a fourth, A, B, C, D. Our guitars are actually tuned in fourths. This is an E, A, D, G. E, A, D, G. So if you're holding down an A note, which is on the 5th fret of 6th string, and you need to know what note this is directly below it, all you did was move a fourth. So we went from A to D. This is a D. What's below a D? Well, we just moved another fourth. Now we're at G. What's below this G? We moved the fourth, so now it's a C. It's important to know your fourths and your fifths because the most common chord progression in music is a 1, 4, and 5, at least on the western side of the world. So for guitarists, it's actually easy to find chords on our guitars. So using A as an example, A is my 1, D is my 4, E is my 5. Here's my A, D is a fourth below, and E would be 2 half steps over. 1, 4, 5. We can change the tonalities of the chords to get different genres of music. So if I decide to use dominant 7th chords, like an A7 to an D7 to an E7, I get blues. I can use the same chords and actually use power chords and I get rock or punk. Once you establish what a 1-4-5 is in whatever key you want, you can actually add the relative minor chords that belong in that particular key. So for example, in the key of C, C is my 1, F is my 4, G is my 5. I can use all those guys right there, all those minor chords, D minor, A minor, and E minor, to build chord progressions. So for example, I can go from a C to an A minor to an F maybe, D minor, G, and maybe back to C. Next time I'll cover how to build key signatures and how to borrow chords. We can also learn about the relative and parallel minor chords.